Dark greetings. Oh, can't hear you. I should unmute you. That would help. Oh, nope.
It did the thing again.
Oh, huh.
It
Odd.
didn't unmute me like it's supposed to. Yay, Bandit made it again.
Yay. Love to see it. Hi, Bandit. What's up?
Hi, Grace. You're all, like, blurry.
I am.
Ah, see?
That's bizarre. Hold on.
Yeah. You're very fuzzy.
Me.
So she just left. I think we hurt her feelings by telling her she looked blurry. Oh, no.
Let me back in. Did that do anything?
Yes, you are better. I was going to say, fix us. You can't be on the other side. It throws me off.
Oh, no. Unfortunately, it's not my glasses. That would have been an easy fix.
Oh, yeah, that would have been nice.
All right. Yeah, what's up, Bestie? It's been a hot minute.
Yeah, 2 weeks in a row we didn't do the regular pod.
Life be getting in the way sometimes, you know?
Yeah, I didn't even realize that until, like, earlier today. I was like, oh, wait, we didn't do the pod last week either. That's 2 weeks in a row.
Sorry, folks.
But sickness, busyness, it all, yeah.
Sometimes it's just like that.
Yep. Lots of times it's like that.
But we're here. I've got my notes, and we're going to be talking about Jesus Christ Vampire Hunter to close out silly spooky season.
I'm sure.
This sure was a movie, all right.
I think that can be argued, yes, successfully, that this was a movie.
When we first opened, I thought we were opening up with Jesus, but I was incorrect.
Sorry, I was reading for
You're
a second.
so right.
When it first started, I was like, wait, what year did this movie come out? It felt very like 80s or something.
I thought this whole thing felt like a bad 70s movie.
Or that, yeah. But definitely further like back in the past, but I was like 2001.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
According to IMDb. Like, okay. All right, so this is a choice.
We get off to a very fire and brimstone start, I must say.
Yes. Maybe a flashback to Velocipaster, because it also started with like a sermon.
And also in the opening credits, they have this character whose last name is Shrek, and I think that's a reference to Max Shrek, as in the OG Nosferatu from the silent film.
Oh, that makes sense. Yeah.
Or at least I would hope that's a reference. And I would also hope that this Dr. Pretorius character was a reference to From Beyond, but that one might be me projecting.
Yeah, I mean, if nothing else, there's an interesting collection of names in this movie.
There most certainly is. You haven't seen From Beyond, have you?
No. I'm pretty sure
we need to change that.
You did ask me that last week, because talking about Chopping Mall and Barbara Crampton came up.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we got to change that, but that's not for right now. I did like the sort of 70s style of the opening credits. I thought it looked nice.
Yeah, it's really interesting how, they used to take so much time at the beginning of a movie to like introduce the cast.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's just not a thing anymore. Sometimes they don't even.
Yeah, it really isn't.
They don't even put the movie title up until the movie's over sometimes.
I have noticed that as well.
Yeah.
I also noted that when it said Johnny Vegas as himself, I was like, oh man, I bet this guy's going to be a trip. But we really didn't get much of him.
No. And that's the thing. Like, so many of the people that they showed, like, in the cast in the beginning were hardly in it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, some of them I got excited. I was like, this person looks fun. And then they were in it for like a minute or two. Oh, okay.
But we start off strong with a vampire attack.
Mm-hmm.
And I just want to know how did that much blood get on the windshield? Because it didn't look like that bad of a bite.
Yeah. I take a lot of issue with the really phoning it in of the fake blood in this.
Yeah, and I don't know, maybe my standards are set high because of shit like Reanimator, where you've got like 24 gallons of fake blood used in the entire movie, but like, step it up, people. I mean, it's my running platform, more fake blood.
Yeah, make it look at least like thicker and redder than that because it was basically like pink water almost.
Yeah.
And I love when things are done intentionally poorly, but I think this is one of those areas where you have to try at least a little harder.
Yeah, I would agree.
But yeah, there's just a lot of I wonder what they used.
And also, I was very confused. Like, this did turn out to be something that we do, in fact, get to, but I was wondering what the hell a vampire was doing out in the middle of the day.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Making up their own rules.
And the line, "Where have all our lesbians gone?" What?
I know. I that caught me off guard because for like obviously I went into this assuming it was silly, but then there was like a brief like minute or two in there where I was like, wait, this almost seems like they're trying to be serious. Like, are they actually trying to make a serious movie? And then that line, and I was like, you know what? Never mind.
Never mind.
Because then it cuts to the one priest guy or whatever pastor he is,
Our punk priest.
and, yeah, and he's reading the paper that said some. I wrote down critical lesbian shortage fringe festival in jeopardy. Because
Nice.
like, how do they know that there's a lesbian shortage? Where do they?
Your guess is as good as mine.
Yeah.
But I liked the spike hawk on the punk priest. That was pretty sick.
Yeah,
and I liked the cutout on his helmet that also said "Live to Pray" with the fucking duct tape crosses.
That's what I was about to say. It's like great that he has like a custom helmet so that
very DIY. Very DIY. You love to see it.
Yeah.
But I will say this movie takes a strong stance in that Jesus himself is just still around.
He's just some guy.
Yeah, he's just shit. Like, I would assume that everything that happened with him happened, but now he's just back on Earth for whatever reason.
Yeah, they don't explain that. But I mean, I guess it's been a while since I've read the Bible, but
yeah, it's been a hot minute since Sunday school.
But I mean, he comes back to life, and I feel like I know there's like a missing gap, but he does age. I don't know how he eventually supposedly dies.
Jesus doesn't die. He ascends back into heaven.
When?
After the resurrection.
But he I don't remember.
I don't remember all that well either, but I'm like 99% sure that's a thing that happens.
Sure. Anybody who knows, let us know.
Yeah. If you remember Catholic school better than Brooks does.
Clearly not our thing. Yeah. Gosh, that was so long ago. Keep in mind, I'm 13 years further in the future than you are, so.
Yeah. This woman who he's baptizing, it was nice of him to plug her nose, but not so nice of him to drop her.
Yeah. Yeah, that's how they do it. At least every time I've seen videos, they hold their nose and
and also just this is just me personally. It just made me think of the Righteous Gemstones because I recently watched that show. Anyway, also let me know if I skip over any of your notes.
Literally, the only one we jumped over was that I love the word "spake" because the guy in the beginning said,
"Oh yeah, yeah." That's not an old timey word you hear very often.
No,
Uncle Baby Billy, gotta love Uncle Baby Billy. And then Righteous Gemstones. You should watch that show. It's funny as fuck.
Sure.
Apparently, Jesus can also turn water into lemonade.
Which did not look like lemonade.
No, it looked like piss.
It sure did.
And I don't know what that was about.
I like to imagine that he was turning his piss into lemonade.
Sure.
Because they never said it was water.
This is very true. Teen just is who we need in these dire times, Grace. You're so right. Anyway, I will say the sort of the cartoony stylization of the like fight sequences is rather funny.
Yeah, it is
But
amusing.
I think they go a little too far with some of them, like just dragging it on for way too long.
Oh yeah, some of the fight sequences in this movie in general were just way longer
Yeah.
than they needed to be.
Yeah, that's one of my criticisms for Jesus Christ Vampire Hunter.
Although I did enjoy some of this, like the really stupid sound effects, like hitting him on the head. He's like, "Dunk."
Yeah, those are good. Again, it felt like a bad 70s, like, again, and I'm sure it's all very tongue in cheek. Like,
Yeah.
it felt like a bad 70s movie. I do like the the expression Christ on a bike?
No.
Oh, it's some Britishism, I think, where it's sort of a what the hell or whatever, or like Jesus Christ, Christ on a bike. We got Christ on a moped.
Hmm. But by the way, when when they're drinking the lemonade, I feel like so many of the notes that I took on this were just like writing down quotes.
I did a fair amount of that.
Or really just approximations of them because I didn't feel like going back and getting the exact language. But when he offers the punk priest lemonade, he's like, "I thirst only for justice for our fallen." It's like
That was
incredible.
pretty good.
And then shortly after, I didn't get the exact wording, but the other guy said something along the lines of like, "If this keeps on, they will not fear hell because hell will come to them."
It's pretty badass. Pretty baller.
Yeah, for like this very silly movie.
I have a question though, and that question is, why did Jesus need a makeover?
I don't really know.
Why did Jesus get his ears pierced and cut his hair?
Well, he did. Didn't he shot like Revelation or something when he came out, to or something? Yeah.
Maybe.
I mean, I
I
don't know.
watched this movie a couple days ago. I don't actually remember.
Yeah, maybe he is going through a phase. I mean, when you live that long, you go through a lot of phases, I
Yeah,
guess.
you would. And we also have an unexpected musical number that isn't good.
That's why I was like, "I'm sorry, is this a musical?"
If only.
Like,
If only this was a good musical.
it was still early enough in the movie that it could have turned into
That
a
it could have
musical.
turned into a musical. You're so right, Bestie.
And that's why I was like, "Oh God, is this going to be a thing?" Okay, no, just okay.
Another detail that I liked was that Jesus was just wearing Adidas sneaks with his robes.
Yeah. Well, you got to be comfy.
Yeah. ABC, always be cozy.
Yep.
The quote, "I've slept in worse places," made me laugh because, yeah, he slept in a tomb. Definitely a worse place than like a parsonage.
Yeah. Yeah, no. It's
and Jesus is so right. The church should leave the judgment up to God.
Yeah, for real. And again, it's so funny because so much of this makes me think back to Velocipaster.
I know. I gotta say, for a staunch non-believer, I agree with most of the things that Jesus is supposed to have said.
Yeah.
Seems like he was a chill guy.
A lot of the New Testament stuff's, good. Old Testament, not so much. But
yeah, not so much.
But yeah. Seemed like he would have been a solid dude.
But we don't let the daylight vampires go unaddressed, thankfully, because I had previously written not one but two notes about that because I was very concerned. Skin grafts is how they go about it in this one. That's how vampires can go out into the sun. They have skin grafts from lesbians specifically.
Yes. I don't understand how they couldn't just do like UV clothing. I guess it was
as good as mine.
Natural. You'd just be covered head to toe, and they want to look,
a certain way.
Thing. Yeah,
could be. But then we introduce another player with the atheists in a fight sequence that goes on for way too fucking long.
Way too long. Yeah, and I think they're confusing atheist with anti-theists. Those are two different things.
Yeah.
just atheists are not necessarily anti-religion. They just don't believe in it.
Yeah.
So it's very confusing to me. But
And
I
also,
did like
how many people fit into that fucking clown car?
yeah. I like the line where they said the thing about like and like this is or we are the 13th station of the cross.
That was pretty funny. And I did like the two leaders standing in the shape of an A. That made me laugh.
The number of times we were forced to do the stations of the cross in Catholic school, just that line reached into the deep recesses of my mind.
And I love how they conclude their beatdown with real enough for you.
Yeah. Yeah, there were a lot of those like little lines that
They
were
got in some good zingers, I will say.
yeah, things that were funny that I didn't write down because I didn't think they were quite funny enough. Like toward the end when he like sits in the chair and he's like, and on the seventh day he rested.
Yeah,
Like,
that was pretty good.
but that was God, not Jesus. But whatever.
Whatever. And then we meet Apostle to the Apostles, also known as Mary.
Yeah.
Who sure as hell has an outfit going on.
Yeah. Sure does.
That is one hell of a shiny red jumpsuit.
Very, well, not very, similar to Britney Spears in the Toxic music video.
Yeah, okay, I can see that. And then we get Christ in a sauna.
Yeah. Looking very uncomfortable.
Lots of places that I never thought I would see Jesus happened in this movie.
Sauna, on a bike.
Yeah.
But he's just a guy.
And also for a second, I thought this woman had the hots for Jesus.
Yeah, same. Well, she starts rubbing his shoulders when they're both just wearing towels. Like that's kind of
Yeah, no, that's definitely a move you're making.
Yeah, that definitely sends a message that maybe you didn't want to be sending.
I liked that we had a shopping montage.
Yeah.
That was fun. And I also liked his hat that said masturbation is not a crime, because you're right.
That whole outfit, the whole outfit was excellent because he had the shirt that said like "fuck you, fuck me, fuck everyone" or something like that.
Yeah. But yeah, and then we meet the doctor who's doing the vampire skin grafting, and for whatever reason, he has an emeritus eye.
He's an interesting character.
He's an interesting character, and also, guess what made me just write in all caps, ew, WTF?
The insides? Oh no, the tongue in the mouth.
Yeah, when he just sticks his tongue in like an unconscious patient's mouth for reasons completely unknown and never discussed again. Like it happens and no one ever addresses it.
Yep. Accurate.
And again,
I don't know.
I have no idea.
The only reason I thought about the insides is because I made a note on the absolutely ridiculous like internal situation going on there.
Oh yeah, no, highly unrealistic. And I also like that all of his surgical tools were garden implements.
It's like a freaking trowel and he's just like hitting stuff.
Hammering. The little post-mortem stress disorder quip did make me laugh.
Yeah.
I will say that a lesbian drop-in center seems a likely place to find sapphics.
Yeah. Sure. Oh, I was like trying to remember if this was the point where I made a certain note, but it's not till later.
Gotcha. I thought the "But I'm a Cheerleader" poster in the lesbian drop-in center was such a great detail.
Even is a lesbian drop-in center?
Hmm?
What even is a lesbian drop-in center? Is it like a Jewish community center? Like
I would assume it's essentially a Jewish community center, but for lesbians.
Yeah, okay.
Which, like, why not?
Yeah, everybody should have a clubhouse.
Everyone should have a clubhouse. But Mary gets bit.
Yeah.
In the battle that ensues at the lesbian drop-in center.
Unfortunately, yes.
Unfortunately, indeed. Who the fuck is this narrator guy?
I don't know. it kept reminding me of like Monty Python.
It has a Monty Python feel to it structurally. I will agree with you there.
Well, because that's in Meaning of Life, where they have a narrator.
Yes, I want to say.
But there's definitely a point where they have a narrator and that's talking, and then they kind of break the fourth wall at some point. And it's a whole thing, but yeah,
That
that's
tracks.
Meaning of Life.
But Jesus makes some good wooden stakes for vampire fighting.
Mm-hmm.
And God appearing as the bowl of ice cream made me laugh.
That caught me off guard a little bit, the talking ice cream.
Yeah, I definitely didn't see that one coming when I started this.
Nope.
And then we bring a luchador into all of this for some reason. I cannot imagine what you, the viewers, must be feeling right now as we like go through the plot points of this movie and like knowing that they're all happening in the same movie and having no context, because this was a fucking ride.
My understanding was that because this particular luchador went by the name of the saint, that basically he worked for Jesus.
That's what I was getting in some sense. Which,
yeah,
I guess, why not?
I'm thinking I missed something at different points, but I'm like, no, I think that's just the way it is.
And for a hot minute, I was confused as to what this nightclub had to do with anything until we learned in an excellent reveal with the mirror shot that it's a vampire nightclub.
Yeah. Yeah, and this is where we get to meet what's his face that goes by his played himself.
Johnny Vegas. This is Jesus Christ Vampire Hunter. So you can rent it for $1.50 on Amazon.
Or do what I did. I got a free trial, like week trial.
Yeah, or get a free trial of whatever fucking channel on Amazon it was.
Fandango.
Whatever. Something like that. But we get a fun vampire killing montage where we also learn that the vampires seem to have sleep dust, which is just glitter.
When I watched her blow I'm like, that's just straight up glitter. What's this supposed to do?
Exactly. And when Mary shows back up at Jesus's wherever his apartment, I guess.
Sure.
He saw her get turned. Why would he let her in?
Yeah, like he looks, and my first thought is like he's gonna freak out because he knows she got bit, and no, he's just like, oh hey,
come on in. Yeah, so no idea what that was about.
How vampirism works.
Yeah. You're Jesus. Aren't you supposed to know, like, everything?
Yeah, and also, he's Jesus Christ, vampire hunter.
Vampire hunter! Then the other priest gets turned into a vampire somehow. That really kind of goes unaddressed. Or, like, unexplained. He just shows up and is on their side now.
He got bit at the beach at the beginning. That was one of the two priests from the beginning.
I might have been writing something down during that. Ignore me.
But then the punk rock priest didn't come back, though.
Yeah, so maybe that's why I was confused.
Yeah. Which I was bummed. I wanted to see more of that guy.
I know, I liked him.
Yeah.
Having Santos bite through the ropes made me laugh.
Yeah.
When they're trying to execute Jesus by car.
Yeah, what?
Which is a choice. A very strange choice.
It was a choice. Just as this is a movie that was a choice that was made in the movie.
Yeah. And we get some live news coverage of Jesus versus vampires, which, man, oh man, if I was channel surfing and saw that would make my day.
Well, that's one of the things that does kill me about this movie a little bit, that it's like everyone acts like it's totally normal that Jesus is just like around.
Yeah, still around.
Like when he's in the nightclub, they're like, oh, we have a special guest tonight, our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. And everyone's just, oh.
Yeah, polite claps. That's all.
Yeah. And this reporter shows up, and not only are they unfazed by Jesus being there and fighting, they're unfazed by the vampires.
Yeah.
Sure.
Um,
I don't know what
but we
reality
learned
is.
why that they were targeting lesbians specifically for their vampire skin grafting, and it was because it was
They're
actually like,
deviant.
hmm?
Because they're deviants and no one will miss
Yeah, because
them.
they're deviant. So it's like an actual thing that like the less dead is an actual real
Yeah.
phenomenon of like
Yeah.
marginalized, like crimes against marginalized people not being investigated. So like took a hard turn into reality there for a second.
But I did write down the line that there's nothing deviant about love,
You're
which
so
is
right,
like,
Jesus.
yeah, like good good for you, Jesus. Being very
Yeah.
Jesus there. Love that
Um
you heard all that.
Showcasing the biblical ability of Jesus to be in two places at once was funny to me when he was just fighting in two different locations.
Yeah, to me, like I know this isn't supposed to make sense, but to me that just opened up a whole host of potential like problems, like
Mhm.
holes
Oh
in
yeah.
the movie, and it's just like no, because now I have too many questions swirling in my head, like the implications.
Yeah, and
Why
also
didn't he?
like you could have done that the entire time. That might have been useful.
Yeah, exactly.
Um,
I
and
did
then
like the
the ridiculousness just keeps increasing. We get intestine nunchucks and kidney boxing gloves.
I did oh that part grossed me out. I just
Yeah, that was
punched.
nasty.
I did appreciate that you can kill vampires with toothpicks because I
Yeah,
guess I
apparently
wouldn't.
that counts as a wooden stake.
Yeah,
Which
so I think they were.
sure,
I feel like they were really trying to explore all the different things that could count as a wooden stake. Like he uses the plunger hand,
definitely. Plunger
but
handle, chair leg, broom handle, various
yeah,
other items.
but I feel like a lot of those things aren't pointy enough to be stakes. I mean, as long as they pierce the heart, I guess, but
Yeah.
still.
But yeah, and speaking of stakes, Jesus gets staked.
He sure does. Again,
And
weird
I was
choice.
kind of unclear on what the like was the vampires aren't immune to like holy light or whatever was
I
how
think
I
he's
interpreted it. I was a little unclear.
yeah, I took that as he's filled with the holy light, because he
Yeah.
is a deity essentially. And so if you put a hole in Jesus, that holy light's going to come spilling right out. Hol-
Hmm.
Holy hole, because he had a
Nicely
hole in
done.
him. Holy. Um, and if you are evil or something, the holy light's going to burn you or whatnot.
Makes
I
sense to
guess.
me.
Yeah. Just trying to explain the unexplainable here.
And we get happy endings for Mary and Santos, which is lovely. And also, bisexuality mentioned. You love to see it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was a little unclear how um, Mary and Maxine stopped being vampires.
Yeah, I think that had something to do with the Jesus light as well, but it was kind of unclear.
Okay, I kept thinking I was missing something.
No, I don't think so.
They
I
just
mean, maybe
weren't
we're both missing
vampires.
something, but
Yeah, they just like ceased to be vampires. But they
hmm,
were all they were wearing masks and helmets. I feel like I did miss something.
your guess is as good as mine.
Yeah, because he had to take the helmet off of Mary, and then like Maggie was wearing a mask.
Hmm.
I forget what Maxine was doing, but oh, that's a lot of M names.
A lot of M names. So
Hmm.
I gave this a 2 out of 5 stars on Letterboxd, and doubling that to 4 out of 10 does seem reasonable to me.
I concur.
Because I don't think a four is too low.
No, no. To be honest, I wouldn't necessarily say, I wasn't particularly fond of this one just because it
No,
felt kind of slow to me.
it did feel I was kind of bored at points, which you shouldn't be in
Yes.
a movie named Jesus Christ Vampire Hunter.
Yeah. It wasn't quite what I expected it to be, but yeah, it felt
Hmm.
kind of slow and tedious at times.
It did feel kind of tedious.
And I was just like, can we move this along? It's
Hmm.
only an hour and 25-minute movie and it felt so much longer.
And that's the thing. Like, it's an hour and 25 minutes. We're done talking about it in 30 because,
Yep.
frankly, there's a lot of stuff that could be cut down.
Oh yeah, because again, there's those like overly long fight sequences.
Mm-hmm.
Like those are just not necessary. And it's
Which,
like
like, and I understand if they're doing it to be like, because, like, there's tons of shitty 70s and 80s movies that have way too long, drawn out fight sequences. So, like, I
yeah.
understand if you're, like, emulating the style of the bad 70s
Mhm.
movie. Like, I get what you're trying to do, but, like, I don't necessarily want to watch you do it.
Yes. Yes. And maybe just do it once,
Yeah.
not repeatedly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, I mean, it definitely had its moments. It definitely had some lines that I thoroughly enjoyed, but overall, I
Oh,
would not
yeah.
I would not watch it again because I was too bored.
Yeah, I don't think I would watch this again. That's why it's at a 4 for me. I really don't think I would watch this again.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I might even be as low as a 3.
That's fair.
It just I I'll admit I started out watching it on my TV downstairs and then I moved up here so that I could watch it on my browser and speed up the pace of the video.
Nothing will ever be as sacrilegious as the time you do that with a fucking David Lynch movie. You animal.
Oh yeah, I was like, wait, what movie was that?
Unbelievable.
I am a fidgety person. I
I
do my
know you
best.
are, but the magic of David Lynch should fix that.
Oh, that's an interesting
If you
question.
wouldn't watch something again, does it automatically have to be below a certain number? I feel like this is kind of the way we operate on regrettable reviews as well. I feel like anything less than a 5
Yeah,
is something that you wouldn't necessarily seek out again.
yeah,
So, like, if I give a movie a 5, it's just rewatchable. And maybe not even for, like, great reasons.
yeah, yeah. That was what I would say as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
All right.
and this one just I did enjoy the end song though, because they had a whole
Yeah,
ass
the end
song
song kind of
for him
banged.
late tonight for some
Which,
reason.
sure, I guess you
But
can end with that if you want to.
not Jesus, because he seemed like he was kind of into Mary, but then she turned out to be a lesbian and into Maxine, and so he
Which,
wasn't.
like, is fine, but yeah, Jesus all by
So the
himself.
song is just
The
misleading, I guess.
song is misleading.
You say everybody's getting laid, but your main character isn't. It's
Yeah,
like
everyone's getting laid except
feels mean
Jesus.
spirited.
Um, but that has been silly spooky season. Do we have any thoughts? What was your favorite?
Velocipaster.
I think mine was Teeth.
Hmm. Yeah, I mean, I would say Teeth is second for me, but I
That's
just
fair.
had so much fun with Velocipaster.
I think for me it goes Teeth, Chopping Mall, Velocipaster, Jesus Christ, Vampire Hunter.
Interesting. Yeah, I mean, definitely we agree on the last place.
All right, we can have a little agreement every now and then. Every now and then is a treat.
Yeah, because other than that, our order is completely different. So,
Mm-hmm. But we're gonna be following this up with regular spooky season since next month it's October.
it's hard to believe.
Exciting. Do we want to try and decide on what we would like to watch for regular spooky season here live on the air?
We could.
Because I am of the mind that we should actually try to scare ourselves a little bit, or maybe
Serious
watch
spooks.
some classics.
It's time for the serious spooks.
Yes, it's time for real spooky time. So, with that in mind, I'm gonna pull up my Letterboxd watch list and see what jumps out at me. Feel free to do whatever Googling you would
Yeah, I was
like.
gonna say, I usually don't have a list of movies ready to go because that's just not my thing. I don't watch a lot of
Sort
movies.
by genre here. Um,
Um,
hmm.
by the way, did you see the TikTok that I sent you today about
I watched
Velocipaster?
the beginning of it.
The Velocipaster one?
Yeah, no, the not the Velocipaster one. The oh no, you sent me something on Instagram too. No, I did not see the Velocipaster TikTok.
It was one that I had favorited a long time ago, and I was looking for something today for one of my classes. And I came across it, and I was like, "Oh yeah," because back when I had seen it originally, it was before I even saw Velocipaster, but it was
Hmm.
from the official Velocipaster TikTok account,
Okay, banger.
and it was a duet with the actor who played the priest,
Hmm.
um, and he was reacting to somebody's reaction to the movie, but he was playing it like himself very seriously because it's the very beginning of Velocipaster, and
Hmm.
the guy who's like reacting to the movie, it's the scene where he's like, "Oh yeah, look, there's his parents," and the actor's like, "Oh, my parents!" Like they're his real parents,
Oh
and
my
then the
god.
guy starts laughing hysterically when the car blows up, and he just acts like he's so upset. This guy's like scream laughing at his pain. It's so
Oh my
good.
god. That's kind
It's
of
so
fun.
good. Yeah, because I imagine there's a lot of those like reaction videos to I mean, I've seen a few myself, Velocipaster reaction TikToks, because there's just something about it.
That's fair. Um, let's see. I'm trying to look for like big things that I haven't seen. I haven't seen the first Paranormal Activity.
Next, the 200 best horror movies of all time.
Let's go with that.
Interesting.
Tell me what we get popping up on there.
Well, there's 200 of them, so there's, and I'm honestly like wanting to skip past because the number one is Jaws, and it's
I
like,
would
yeah, I
here's the
guess,
I would say Jaws is a horror film.
yeah, but it's also just like
It's not a Halloween horror film, but it's a horror film.
let the right one in.
Let the Right One In is good.
Um, Alien,
Alien is one of the best horror movies of all time. Alien is also a perfect movie.
Get Out, Psycho,
Scene.
Silence of the Lambs.
Excellent choices.
What country is this one from? It's got 100% on Rotten Tomatoes.
What's it called?
One Cut of the Dead? Is that Korean?
I have heard really good things about that. Do we want to
Oh
maybe
no,
put that on the list?
Japanese. The font looked weird. Yeah. Oh, you leave me and my ad blocker alone.
4.1 stars on Letterboxd.
Oh, yeah. Now that I read the description. Yeah, I was we should do this one.
Okay, I'm gonna write that one down.
I mean it's listed as comedy / horror though.
I mean, we don't, it does, I'm just saying, like, I want serious horror, not like, and when I say serious, I mean, like, actually trying, not like B
Yeah.
movies.
Yeah. Real zombies attack a hack director and a film crew who are shooting a low budget zombie film in an abandoned World War II Japanese facility.
That sounds fun as fuck, and we're definitely doing that because that
Yeah.
is also on my Letterboxd watch list.
100% on Rotten Tomatoes.
You love to see it.
King Kong Aliens.
Let's not
Quiet
get into
Place.
that.
Halloween. What We Do in the Shadows is number 12.
Not a horror movie.
That is absolutely not a horror movie. Diabolique. It's from 1955.
Actually, that's also on my watch list. That has a 4.2.
Now it is French.
Oh, well, then we can. No, I'm kidding.
French horror film too. Well, it says it's a suspense thriller.
So maybe let's put that one on the back burner.
Yeah. Shaun of the Dead, like
Yeah.
The original Nosferatu.
I don't know if here's the thing. As much as I'm sure I would have things to say about that, I don't know if I would have enough a stream's worth of things to say about that.
That's what I was gonna say as well. Cabinet of Dr. Caligari, that's from 1919.
That is a genuinely good movie. I've never seen Rosemary's Baby.
Nor
Have
have I.
you?
Nope. A
Maybe
frightening
we
tale
put
of
that on there
Satan.
as a classic.
Yeah. And pregnancy that is even more disturbing than it sounds. Thanks to these people who performed. Uh, a young wife comes to believe that her offspring is not of this world.
I'm gonna write that one down and we can cross it off if we find something better, but I think it would be good to get a classic in there.
Yeah. The Wailing.
Oh, that was fucked up. It was good though.
Some of these I'm just gonna skip past because rather than reading every single one of them, because I know some of them we're just not gonna
That's fair.
like. Yeah, no. The Babadook.
Haven't seen it.
Nor have I.
Maybe.
98% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Okay. That's a possibility.
I know we, for silly reasons, associate it with the gay community, but I mean, it's a genuine
It is
horror.
a horror film.
Yeah, just because we've made it sillified a little bit because of one stupid mistake, but it's number 21 on the list. You've already seen Train to Busan, haven't you?
I have seen Train to Busan. It is excellent.
Yeah. No. Oh, Invasion of the Body Snatchers. Some really old ones on here.
I think a vintage movie month again would be so fun. Just
Mm-hmm.
because My Man Godfrey was as much of a fucking banger as it was.
His House, 100%. I've never heard of this one. Is this... It says a refugee couple makes a harrowing escape from war-torn South Sudan.
What's it called?
Stop it. His House.
His House.
Um,
Letterboxed.
Then they struggle to adjust to their new life in an English town that is an evil lurking beneath the surface.
Interesting.
And it has 100% on Rotten Tomatoes.
All right.
2020. Sounds interesting. People from South Sudan in an English town.
Yeah.
Skipping right past The Ring. Night of the Living Dead. We did that one already.
Yes, we did, and it was excellent.
The Invisible Man.
I've seen that. It was pretty good.
The Night of the Hunter.
Know nothing about it.
From 1955. This is interesting. There's a reverend who's a religious fanatic and serial killer who targets women who use their sexuality to attract men. I'm just surprised that there's a movie about that from the 1950s. What I'm liking about this particular list is that it has a lot of international ones.
I love it. I mean, feel free to suggest international ones as well.
Yeah. Like, this one is just very vague, but when a girl's mother disappears, leaving her on her own, I'm assuming this is supposed to be, joins a gang of street children, leading to a tragic chain of events.
Oh? What's the title?
Tigers Are Not Afraid. Seems like... I don't think it's in English. How did you know, Google? I started typing in tigers and it knew exactly what I was going for.
There you go.
Oh, and a dark fairy tale about a gang of 5 children trying to survive the horrific violence of the cartels and the ghosts created every day by the drug war.
Bruh. That might be a little much.
Yeah, I was gonna say, that sounds real depressing. Oh, yes, it's Mexican. It's in Spanish.
Gotcha.
Vampire.
That is also on my Letterboxd watch list. Let me take a look. From 1932. That's old.
Mm-hmm. you ever seen the original Freaks?
No, I haven't. That could be really interesting.
Yeah, it's on here.
3.9 stars out of 5.
For
Freaks.
oh. Pretty much.
I've never seen The Hills Have Eyes.
I haven't seen that one either. Ooh. A hand.
I've never seen the original Friday the 13th.
No, thank you.
Never seen The Omen.
Man, there's a lot of these I've never heard of. Now we're just sitting here in silence looking at movies.
Ooh, 4.2 out of 5 stars. Whatever Happened to Baby Jane?
I believe I've heard of it.
A former child star torments her paraplegic sister in their decaying Hollywood mansion.
Well, look, a girl walks home alone at night.
That was a good one.
Nightmare on Elm Street, Suspiria. There's a bunch on here that we've done previously.
Well, isn't that just showing that we have good taste?
Mm-hmm. See, some of these, it specifically says they're thrillers, and it's like, then why'd you put them on this list?
Yeah, then why'd you put them on the horror list?
I never have seen Misery either, actually, I don't think.
I have seen that, but I would be happy to talk about it again because I really like that movie.
Guess what number 57 is?
Hereditary?
No. What's your, like, favorite movie?
It's a fucking Reanimator?
Yeah.
Let's go!
Night of the Dead. Cabin in the Woods. We did that one.
Nice.
It Follows.
I have seen that.
Yeah.
It sure does.
Oh, I just came across Whatever Happened to Baby Jane. There's so many really old ones on here. It's so funny because I generally don't think about horror as being such an old genre.
But it really is. We as a species have liked to be scared forever.
The Host. We watched that one.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, there's a bunch on here. Cloverfield. Oh no, there's X. But I know you've seen that.
X is very good.
What is that? Bone-chilling body horror.
I do like body horror.
A twisted take on what to expect when you're expecting.
Bad.
Mm-hmm. Stop saying thriller. That's a different thing.
They are cousins, not twins.
That says sci-fi. That's not even Wicker Man. It's the original one.
I was about to say.
I was like, how on earth does that have such a high score in Rotten Tomatoes?
The original Wicker Man's good.
I was concerned for a moment.
Grace has suggested Signs.
Yeah. I mean,
I've never seen it.
Oh, you've never seen it. I mean, it's a good movie. It's just one of those movies that, like, it came out when I was in, I want to say high school.
Mm-hmm.
And it was one of those things that was just, like, on every channel back when people still watched TV. And so I've seen it a number of times.
Oh, okay. Well, then, never mind.
Yeah.
Unfortunately. I will watch that on my own time.
Hey, there's Hereditary.
As it should be.
85.
As long as it's on there. I know that this is a controversial opinion among the network, but that is genuinely like one of the freakier films I've seen in my lifetime.
Hmm.
Maybe that makes me basic, but I kind of don't care. What?
I'm opening. Excuse me, is that why is this not Rotten Tomatoes is mad at my ad blocker and it keeps
Mm.
putting things in my way and I can't see. But that's like let me refresh it and see if I can. That sure as hell is him. Ah.
Whomst?
Hold on. I'm gonna open. There it is. This
Never seen
fantastic.
Carrie.
So it's called Green Room.
I have heard really good things about that.
And I was freaking out because I saw Sir Patrick Stewart.
Nice.
The film focuses on a punk band who find themselves attacked by neo-Nazi skinheads after witnessing a murder at a remote club in the Pacific Northwest.
I'm down to do that.
I mean, you know, I love anything punk related.
Do we want to add that? Add that?
And it's got neo-Nazis. Like, we can, you know, tell skinheads to fuck off.
As they should.
I might sneeze.
Mm? Thank you for muting.
Baby dot, my nose can't decide. Stop it. Sneeze or don't sneeze. I hate that feeling.
So we've got One Cut of the Dead, Rosemary's Baby, Green Room, and then we got to pick one more.
Okay. I think we're getting a solid list coming together here.
I would say so.
Although I love the review on this. Although it may strike some as too artsy for its own good.
Of Green Room?
No, it's a different one. I was scrolling through something called You Won't Be Alone.
Shut the fuck up. That is one of my favorite movies of all time. I have thought about that movie every single day since I saw it in theaters. It is a Macedonian folk horror film, and I gave it 5 stars. I have not a day goes by where I don't think about that movie. It's so good. You have to watch it.
American Werewolf in London.
American Werewolf in London fucks.
Eraserhead.
Eraserhead is a masterpiece.
Opera, Don't Breathe. Dead Alive. Interesting. Barbarian.
Barbarian was good.
Conjuring. Cat People?
I've never seen that.
Right on cue. Hi, Looney.
Hello.
She's like, you said something about cats? Yes, Looney. Oh, there's multiple years of it. What year did this one come out? This is from 1942. I'm just curious about what it is, and when I try to click on it, it just gives me the supernatural horror film. Newly married Serbian fashion illustrator, obsessed with the idea that she's descended from an ancient tribe of cat people who metamorphose into Black Panthers when aroused.
Fucking fascinating. The shit you could get away with pre-Hays Code.
When her husband begins to show interest in one of his coworkers, she begins to stalk her as a camper.
All right. Why not?
Interesting. Wreck. REC.
Wreck is good. That's a good found footage one.
I can't even. This one looks Japanese. House.
I have heard very good things about that. That is also on my Letterboxd list. Let me see what the rating is on here.
1977. Return of the Living Dead.
Return of the Living Dead is a banger. 4.0.
Well, it's according to Wikipedia, it's a Japanese comedy horror film.
Interesting. We've already got one horror comedy on there,
Yeah.
and I feel like we should keep it to one.
That's why I'm trying to make sure I get a sense of these before we.
Mm-hmm.
What a weird name. Ugh. Kurt Russell. Nope. That psychological thriller is not horror. Can we not do this?
Ooh, there's the original Fright Night.
I have not seen that.
Nor have I.
Ooh, an all-female cast.
For which one?
The Descent.
The Descent was very good.
The Endless. Two brothers receive a cryptic video message inspiring them to revisit the UFO death cult they escaped a decade earlier.
What's this called?
The Endless.
Never heard of it.
From 2017.
Huh.
The Witch.
Like the Vitch.
Yes.
Robert Eggers. That movie is great. I love Robert Eggers.
What?
There's John Carpenter's The Fog.
I have not seen that.
I have not seen that either.
We've watched so many on this list because now I see Mandy and now I see Poltergeist.
Nice, nice.
Mad God.
Mad God is awesome. I've never seen the original Final Destination.
I for sure have. It scarred me like it did all members of my generation. The Blackening. We can't all die first.
Sure.
It's the tagline. No, thank you. Street. No, thank you. Vampire movie with Tom Hiddleston and Tilda Swinton?
Oh, Crimson Peak?
Only Lovers Left Alive?
Oh, yeah, I have heard of that.
I'm not even gonna. Vincent Price. I feel like there's got to be like one more that's like
I know.
that jumps out at
really
us, you
jumps
know?
out.
Time traveling horror sci-fi mashup. Okay.
Oh.
Totally Killer. Gremlins. Never thought about Gremlins as being horror. Like, I guess it technically is, but
It kind of is.
Why, hello! You weren't looking, but Paws
Hello.
appeared on the,
Aw.
She reached up and hit me.
So cute.
I just felt furry little arms on me. What? You already had your treats. The Dark and the Wicked.
There's Bodies, Bodies, Bodies.
That one's supposed to be more like horror comedy, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Hey, Black Phone. We saw that at the drive-in.
That was a fun night.
Mm-hmm. I don't like the look of this one.
What is it?
Piggy.
I know nothing about it. Funny Games. I've heard that's fucked up.
I don't think I've heard of that one, or have I?
1997, Michael Haneke. Two psychotic young men take a mother, father, and son hostage in their vacation cabin and force them to play sadistic games with one another for their own amusement.
Oh, is it Austrian?
It is.
That's fun.
There's also Alfred Hitchcock's The Birds. I have not seen that.
I have, but it's been a while.
Noted. I've never seen Hostel. I've heard that's fucked up.
I haven't either. That's largely body horror, right?
I think it's kind of torture porn.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, have you ever seen The Black Swan? Because I sure haven't.
I actually haven't, but is that really horror, though?
I mean, I think it's kind of like a horror thriller. 4.2 on IMDb. Or not IMDb, Letterboxd. Jesus, Bridget.
Oh, there's a documentary on this list.
Which is?
Cropsy.
I've heard of that. Do we want to do a documentary?
Because it's come up on last podcast and left.
Hold on. Google. Not Google.
2009.
2009. That could be interesting.
It would be very different.
Do we want to do that?
Yeah, why not?
All right. So what order do we want to go in? We have One Cut of the Dead, Rosemary's Baby, Green Room, and Cropsy.
What a fun combo. I've looked at so many movies, I almost forget what those ones are. Maybe... I already forgot what the first one was.
One Cut of the Dead.
Yes, that's right. I don't know. That actually might be a good way to start because it's a little bit lighter in a way.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like that.
It's us between silly spookies to serious spookies. I think that makes sense. You know what? Funnily enough, I was about to propose the same order we just talked about them in. Because then I was like, all right, then it should be something a bit more serious. And Rosemary's Baby seems like that would be darker and more serious. And then I think if we come back around to the Green Room, I don't know, but do we want to sandwich the documentary in there? Because I don't know if we want to end the season on that.
Yeah. Let's do One Cut of the Dead, Rosemary's Baby. Actually, no. One Cut of the Dead, Green Room, Cropsy, Rosemary's Baby.
Sure.
All right. So you heard it here, folks. The stream schedule for spooky season is going to be starting on Thursday, October 2nd. Oh, wait. Well, we got pick 5. We get more.
It's a 5 Thursday month?
It's a 5 Thursday month. So, okay, we got to go out with a fucking bang. We're picking the last one. We have to go out with a fucking bang.
Oh yeah, because of the 30th.
We need to terrify ourselves.
Let's see. Here's what I'm gonna do. Is I am going to Google scariest horror movies of all time.
I love it.
Tuna. Moo. Moo. The Exorcist, Hereditary, The Witch.
Scene.
In order. Yeah, this is the order of the scariest. Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the original one.
Seen that?
The Babadook is number
Haven't
5.
seen it.
And we did talk about that one.
We could close with that.
Yeah, let's do the Babadook because I've
been hearing about that for years. Let's see what all the hype is about.
Yeah.
Okay, so starting on October 2nd, it's going to be One Cut of the Dead, Green Room, Cropsy, Rosemary's Baby, and then closing it out the day before Halloween, The Babadook.
It's nice that we got the documentary right in the middle.
Perfect.
So I like
this
that.
Will also go up on our Instagram and Facebook, just in case anyone forgets. Do we have anything else going on?
No, I mean, hopefully we'll be back to regular.
Yes, we should be back to regular podcast episodes this coming Wednesday.
Yes.
And we've got our Halloween party at the Bull and Bee. The Bride of Big Dumb Monster Mash is happening at 7:30 on October 31st. We're going to have karaoke. We're going to have a costume contest with some prizes. It's going to be delicious mead. It's going to be an absolute banger of a time. So if you are in the Albany area, get your ass to the Bull and Bee.
Yep.
I think that's everything for us tonight, though, unless we want to do any life updates.
No.
Fair enough. We can save that all for our next episode. All right. Thank you, everyone who tuned in. We will see you next week. Adios.